afraid I'm going to rip my thumb off.
Yeah, he was telling me earlier he's a little worried about this match.
I've got a right to be concerned. I mean, bravery doesn't mean you're not afraid. It means you still go forward even when the fear exists. So I'm going to say, watch that. Go ahead. Show what
To me, it's like going, do I take competition lightly? No. You know what happened to the last person who I did a thumb war with? Well, I have a little memento. So it's kind of going, yes. You think I think I'm going easy on him? No, there's room for another thumb or two on this little necklace there. So
Yeah.
we showed off, yeah.
Well, I was wondering who's going to be the heel in this. I guess he's going to have to be,
Wow.
even though he's the local boy.
I'm not being. I just so I tell people that I'm just rubbing people's face in some facts. And
Yeah.
whether that be a heelish type of move or not, I'm okay with taking on that role.
Yeah.
Don Fry makes me look like a baby face though. So you gotta find my heel.
That's true. Yeah, you were a heel when you were with the NWA with Jim Cornette, I guess.
Maybe some of the matches that I did with. I can't remember the champion person I wrestled there at the end with Ogawa.
Oh, yeah.
I couldn't think of his name off there. Gotta keep my prop hid for now.
Yeah,
Because I gotta use it during the match.
definitely get the pop for that. What do you think about WWE's minimum pay being $350,000 a year now for minimal work?
I did not know that.
Yeah, it just went up for the main roster. That's the minimum.
Kinda wish I was on the main roster once again.
Yeah, I mean, would that make you want to sign an actual contract? I mean, and that's for the lowest level. A guy at the level you were at, which was, I guess, upper mid card, you're probably looking at a lot more than that.
Well, I'll just say that the price that you said right there was way more than I was being paid when I was with them. But again, I can't complain what I was making for the fact that I was unrestricted. I wasn't working for just one company. I was working for the NWA. I was
Yeah.
working for the WWF, and then any other organization. I wanted WWF wanted to put me underneath contraction, and again, they agreed to my terms. NWA wanted to put me on strictly with them. I go, no. I go, are you willing to pay me to sit home on a free weekend? And like saying no, then I go, you just answered your own question. Am I going to be underneath your contract? No. Why limit me in my potential? Oh, I'm not going to put over nobody.
Right.
Because I'm going to keep your title strong because I am your champion. So, that's how I looked at it. I conducted business properly. I didn't pull some of the shenanigans that a few other wrestlers have done in the past. So.
Have you heard your old pal Ken Shamrock has signed a 5-year Legends contract?
What does that mean, though? Okay, what does that mean?
Now that there's competition, I don't know if the pay has gone up. Supposedly there's Naglastia contracts and there's Legends contracts. The Naglastia ones allow them to put out toys and stuff of you, but they're not necessarily restrictive. The Legends are more restrictive as far as you have to get their approval, from what I understand, of what you can do outside the ring, but they'll use you for more...
Again, I would say, as you say this, I know that within the last couple of days, I do have an email that just came in from the WWE, and it was something about merchandise and stuff like that.
Oh, they called you?
Well, no, this was an email I received, but I have not had a chance to look at it yet.
Yeah.
So
Well,
I just know that this came in within the last couple of days.
Apparently now that AEW just got a 3-year TV deal extension, they're wanting to lock up. Both sides want to lock people up, so you might even be in a good position, because even DDP, they signed him to WWE last week too, and Hornswoggle even, like the little person.
Forget between you and I, and obviously your audience right now, I have not retired from professional wrestling. I'm planning. I am planning for my retirement, and I know how I would like to go. It's whether or not I get the right promotion or the right type of situation, because I'm not going to sell myself short.
Right.
There is only one person with my credentials and or with my integrity. So,
And Goldberg, who patterned himself after you, I think he's gone on record on saying that with the Von Erich boys recently. He's re-signed with WWE now after saying he's wanting to have a retirement match. So
interesting.
yeah, he appeared on the last pay-per-view. So I mean, they're signing everyone up. So maybe you're gonna get the biggest payday of your career.
I mean, who knows? I mean, but like I said, I always say I don't rule it. You know, I always tell people that, yeah, I could tell people that, yeah, my UFC career has probably come to an MMA career unless they start up a geriatrics league.
Yeah.
Now, that could be actually kind of comical and interesting. I actually, off the record, I will talk to you about something else off the record.
Okay, interesting. Yeah. What do you think about these paydays at this point in Saudi Arabia and sometimes here for these older
They're
fighters?
killing it in Abu Dhabi. Abu Dhabi is paying the UFC ungodly piles of money to
Yeah.
bring their show to. But Abu Dhabi, what a magical, mystical country in the first place. The fact that it was man-made, you know.
Right. Yeah, because they've had Francis Ngannou over there paying him more than he ever made in UFC to have boxing matches that aren't even really making publicity.
Well, that is one of the locations I'd like to go to. Simply to say that been there, done that, along with I gotta go to Egypt because just because of seeing the pyramids and the Sphinx and some of the wonders of the world.
I'm surprised you haven't been to Egypt
No,
yet.
I just haven't. This opportunity has not presented itself. That's all.
What is your theory on the pyramids, I have to ask?
You know, the fact that they turn up more and more interesting artifacts of a civilization so much more advanced than what is currently on this planet. Well, once again, I can go back to there are people that are walking around wearing more colorful garments than what the chair I'm sitting in here right now, who don't understand, who don't know who they are, who are wanting you to address them with strange nouns and pronouns. And I'm like going, you know, you have some mental issues. That's all I'll call it. And the funny part is, we have had gay people, we have had all kinds, but they've been around forever. And comedians that could tell jokes, and it was nothing but a joke. But we have people that are a little too sensitive nowadays. I grew up with the adage of sticks and stones may break my bones, but names will never hurt.
I'm wondering what you think. I'm sure you've heard about this Janelle Grant case with Vince McMahon. Did you hear she hired a publicity firm that also has represented Barack Obama and Joe Biden in the past to represent her for publicity?
I did not hear about her hiring this person. I heard different aspects about the lawsuit that she is got against the WWE and Vince McMahon. Sure, I have. I've heard about that. It is, I'll just simply say that obviously there's going to be certain aspects of it that are true.
Yeah.
But, it's like participated parties, non-participated parties against her wishes or will. I don't know. There's a lot of it that,
She was married to a guy that was living several floors under him at the time in this tower that I guess used to be a Trump Tower in Connecticut that was bought and rebranded.
There's some of it that I have to laugh about because only in the magical, mystical world of professional wrestling
Yeah.
Can it really ever go down the way it has gone down? So it's I just kind of smile, I kind of laugh because it's almost like reading the National Enquirer magazine where they used to have spaceships and UFO babies and the whole nine yards of that going. That's when that news probably should have broke, was on the National Enquirer magazine. But most of the viewers there, right, they're probably going, scratch your heads going, what's a magazine? What's a newspaper? Because all they're used to is electronics.
Yeah.
Electronics. And it's like, I always ask people, I go, get your head out of the electronics and actually observe what's actually happening around you. It might actually open your eyes a little bit more, but we live into this era of tablets and laptops and cell phones that it's hard to get people.
There's good and bad to it. I guess there's more ways to make money, but there's a lot of negative.
Yes, both.
Now you were just telling me that you're mentally pretty clear in the head. One guy that maybe wasn't a MMA fighter, but he was a boxer, Billy Jack Haynes, recently went nuts and unfortunately killed his wife. It was supposed to be a mercy killing in his eyes. Did you hear about that at all?
I did not hear about that whatsoever. So it's kind of going. I would tell people that there are MMA fighters that have had a fraction of the matches that I have had, and yet they are suffering from CTE, Alzheimer's, dementia, and to me it's like going, it all depends on how you train. Because even when you look at a sport like boxing was like the number one supplier of Alzheimer's, dementia, CTE. Then when NHB/MMA came on board, it was the newest supplier of this. I guarantee you, in short order, slap boxing will probably take right on over because there is no defense to slap boxing. You get 3 pops on me, or I get 3 pops back on you, and what is the defense for?
Yeah.
Where is it?